Do you know, yesterday was a good day for a lot of people, a shitty day for some people, but Donald Trump was officially indicted with his arraignment and everything yesterday, which was fantastic. Yes, it's going to be a long trial. There's a lot of stuff that's got to happen, but we've started the road, and one of the best things about, well, there was two really good things about yesterday, besides him, going through the arraignment and all that. One was the protest. He's all about getting as many protesters that he can, because if you go back and you read what he said about, wanting the protesters there, raise hell, cause damage, do all kinds of shit, that's just because he's a piece of shit. That's just him being a piece of shit. But I think the most embarrassing thing for him was the turnout, or lack thereof, because there was a few hundred, but there was I would say, if there was 300, then 225 of them were there protesting for Trump, on his behalf, but no one did anything crazy. No one raised a bunch of hell like he wanted. The Oath Keepers, they didn't even show up, and a lot of it has to do with, it's just an arraignment for one, and the fact that their leader just got put in prison, and so they might be a little hesitant or have orders. I don't know. I'm not part of that group, to not go. But, I think that is extremely embarrassing for Trump, because the only one that I seen that even had cops come at them, they did have a suspicious package, but the only one that I seen the cops actually physically grab was a dude that was dressed in, black and white pinstripes, a jail outfit, that was not there for Trump, was there to show what the future should hold for Trump, I guess. I guess that's the best way you can say it. But then, all that happened, and the judge in New York that's over the E.J. Carroll defamation case, they told E.J. Carroll yesterday that she wanted to up her from $5 million to $10 million for what she's suing Trump for, the defamation suit. Well, remember the day that he was convicted of sexual abuse in this case? Not rape, sexual abuse, which is still, you're a piece of shit. Let's just fall back. But anyway, he had his case with her, and then that night had a CNN town hall meeting and just, talked some mad shit about E.J. Carroll. Well, defamation, if you don't know what defamation is, that is, when you are trying to bring someone's popularity, their persona, everything down. When you're just insulting them and trying to tell the world that they're a piece of shit and you're the best thing since sliced bread type stuff. Well, where he went that night after the lawsuit with her was finalized, went on that CNN town hall meeting and just bombed the shit out of her. I mean, was going crazy. And so that was allowed to be used to up her lawsuit to $10 million. So once again, we all know how it is. Donald Trump cannot keep his mouth shut, period. And I'm interested to see, because yesterday with the arraignment, part of the stipulations is you can still be around the people, like his little sidekick, Will Nani, I think, maybe. I might be wrong, but I think that's his name. He's he's part of the case. He has charges as well. He was with Trump yesterday. Well, he is like Trump's right-hand man. And the judge said that you can still be around people, but you cannot talk about the case with anyone. We all know Trump cannot keep his freaking mouth shut if his life depended on it. So I'm waiting to see what happens out of all this, because there's going to be a lot of speculations fly around. There's going to be people bitching constantly about stuff, but you know, he's going to fuck up sooner or later. He's going to fuck up, and he's going to say something, and it's going to come back and bite him in his little pumpkin-filled ass. And I can't wait to see it. But you know, everyone's saying that he should fall out of the election. You know, he shouldn't run. He's going to run. That's a guaranteed fact. But I don't think Trump has the support and the love that he had in the past. You know, it's like, let me tell you a couple names. Rudy Giuliani, Hillary Clinton, Herman Cain, Jesse Jackson. You know who all those people are? And Donald Trump. Let's go ahead and throw his name in there too. Do you know what all those people have in common? Every single one of them ran for president. Every single every single one of them in the preliminary polls, you know, the polls that they do about every day somewhere on the internet, you know, was leading to be the next president. Besides Trump, the other ones didn't win. You know, Trump's numbers have fallen, even in these little fake ass pre-polls. You know, so don't get so excited that he's going to be the next president, because I honest to God don't think he will. Whether it's something to do with courts or he just flat out loses. And I think that's what is going to happen. He's going to flat out lose. You know, then I was seeing a bunch of stuff about, what is it, the 13th Amendment? Or 14th? I think it's the 13th. It might be the 14th, but whatever. You know, that it says in the Constitution that you cannot hold a public office if you've been convicted or been part of any kind of insurrection. January 6th, nowhere near done. There's been thousands of people put in jail already. And Trump still has some shit to, you know, to prove his case in that, because that's still coming. But don't everybody get your hopes up that your buddy's going to win, because he's not. He is not going to win this time. He didn't win in 20. He's not going to win in 24. He won in 16, and the only reason that he won in 16 is because Barack Obama filled out his 8 years. Because if Barack would have ran, Barack would have whooped his ass. 100% guaranteed fact. But 8 years, all you get. So everybody calm down. He's not going to be president. You know, I don't know if he's going to go to jail, because you think he's got Secret Service and everything else. He's under constant protection. And I don't know if the Bureau of Prisons is ready to accommodate to that. You know, because Secret Service, I don't know. There might be, I don't think there's a law or a rule that's written anywhere about if, you know, a former president goes to prison, that Secret Service has to go with them, because it's, you got lifetime protection. I mean, fuck, you can't even drive a car, you know. But either way, don't get too excited about him going to prison. As much as I want him to go to prison, I don't know if he will, because I don't know if they know, the country knows how to handle that situation. Now, to me, I think that if you're convicted of a crime, no matter if you're president or the guy next door, you lose all your rights. So if he was to be convicted of a crime, in my opinion, again, we're talking about opinions, remember, opinions? But, you know, in my opinion, he loses everything. He loses all his security, everything else. You know, but either way it goes, I don't think he'll go. And even if he was to go, you know, he'll never touch the general population. That's a 100,000,000% guaranteed fact. But either way, my thing, he's not going to be president. He pretty much got embarrassed yesterday, I think, with the supporters that he wanted there to protest, because it wasn't like he wanted it to be. Because, you know, deep down, he wanted all hell to break loose just so he can say, they all still love me. Yes, a lot of people do, but I can tell you, the man will not be president in 2024.